morning, students. Today we are going to see about page replacement algorithm. First, you have to see what is the need for page replacement algorithm. So page replacement is a basic for demand paging. Okay, whenever the requested page is not there in the main memory, okay, you are going to read some page, that the page is not there in the main memory, then you say it is a page fault. So when the page fault occurs, what you have to do, you have to find a free frame. Okay, so you have to find a free frame to load that particular page from the secondary storage, and you have to brought into a main memory for execution. Okay, so whenever there is a page fault, your the operating system looks for the free frame. Okay, if there is no free frame, then you are going to replace some page that is already available in the main memory. Okay, so the page which is not currently used. Okay, some algorithm you are going to apply and you are going to replace. That means swap out. The page is swapped out to the main memory, from the main memory to the secondary storage, and the desired page will be swapped into the main memory. Okay, so this is called page replacement. Okay, so this for this only we are going for page replacement algorithm. So the page replacement algorithm are different types. The first one, P4 page replacement, optimal page replacement, LRU page replacement, least recently used approximation page algorithm, counting based page replacement algorithm, page buffering algorithm. These are the types. So in this session, I'm going to see about explain about P4 page replacement algorithm. Okay, so P4 is the simplest page replacement algorithm. P4 stands for first in, first out. Okay, so that means the page which comes first inside the main memory will be replaced first. That is what the logic. So it is very simple. So the implementation of this algorithm is also very easy. The disadvantage is always the performance is not good. That means it sometimes it suffers from B-Lady's anomaly. So we'll just check it out. What is B-Lady's anomaly with the help of P4 page replacement algorithm. Okay, so B-Lady's anomaly is that the page fault increases as the number of allocated memory frame increases. Okay, so generally when you increase the main memory size, okay, when you increase the frame size, you will be getting less number of page fault. Okay, in all the other algorithms, sometimes in P4 too. Okay, so in sometimes unexpected situation, when you increase the frame size, main memory size, you will get increase the page fault. You will get increase in page fault. So this unexpected result is called B-Lady's anomaly. Okay, so we'll take an example. So this got the reference string 1 2 3 4 1 2 5 1 2 3 4 5. So these are the pages. It's there in the secondary memory. Now we are going to load into the main memory and we are going to read it. Okay, so now you consider initially the frame. Okay, so I have taken main memory size, frame size is 3. So initially all are empty. So first string I'm going to read 1. Okay, so when I read 1, okay, we are going to read the page 1. So page 1 is not there in the main memory, so we'll add it. Okay, so the next we'll read 2. Okay, so 2 is not there in the main memory, so page fault occurs, add 2 because we have a room. Okay, we have a space. Okay, frame. Okay, so next we are reading 3. So 3 is not there in the main memory, so we have a space here, so we have added in the third frame as 3. Okay, so page fault occurs. The next I'm going to read 4, but I don't have a space because only frame size is 3. 1 2 3 already occupied, 3 pages are occupied. Now I don't have a room space to replace. Okay, space to allocate, so I'll be going for a replacement. So which frame we have to replace? P4. Okay, as per the P4 strategy, we have to replace the page which comes first in. Okay, so which frame came first? The frame number 1. Okay, so the page number 1 came first. So we are going to replace. Okay, Okay, so we are going to replace 1 is replaced with what? 4. Okay, so now we have this 3 pages here. So 1 is replaced. Okay, 1 is replaced. So 2, 3, 4. So next I'm having 1 again. So when you get a 1, I have to replace what? Which frame I have to replace? I have to replace obviously 2. So the frame which came first. Okay, after 1, 2 is only came inside. So 2 is replaced. So 3, 4 and 1. Okay, so the next frame I am going to replace is 3. Okay, so 3 is replaced. So you'll be getting 4, 1, 2. So it continues like this. Okay, so when I read what? 5. Okay, when I read 5, 5 is already available. You just check. Okay, we have given X marks. So that means we have not replaced anything because 5 is not available in the main memory. So it is a hit. Okay, so after 5 I am reading a 1. So 1 is also there in the main memory. So it is a hit. Okay, it is a hit. Okay, so whenever it is a hit, we are not going to replace. So it is actually taken when it is page fault. We are going to replace the page which comes first. Okay, inside the main memory, that will be replaced. So count the number of page fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 page faults here. So here we have taken the next case 2. We have taken the frame size as 4. Okay, now you see there are 4 rows. So we have taken frame size as 4. So initially 1 it is not available, so we added. 2 is not available, we'll add it. 3 is not available, we'll add it. Page fault. Next we are going to read 4. 4 is not available in main memory. We'll add it because we have a space, so we don't need to go for replacement. In this case we have gone for replacement. Here we have a room space, so we have not replaced. Okay, after 4 we got 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, 1 is available, so hit. 2 is available, it is a hit. The next string I'm going to replace is 5. Okay, so 5 is not there in the main memory. So what I have to replace? I have to replace 1 with 5. So 1 is replaced with 5. So I have rotated 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so again after 5 I'm getting 1 and 2. So 1 is not there because 1 only replaced with 5. So 2 is replaced with 1 now. Okay, 2 is replaced with 1 now. So again I'm getting a 2. So 2 is not there in the main memory. So 3 is replaced now. So we will be getting this one. Okay, so again 3 we are getting yes. So like this you continue. Okay, like this you continue. So 3 you are going to replace with 4, and you are going to add 3. Okay, so add 3. The next 4 and 5 is available in the 4 is available. No, so you are going to replace. You are going to replace. So you are going to replace the which one? 5 you are going to replace with 4. So you get page fault here. Again after that you are getting a 5. So 5 means you are going to replace 1 with 5. So you get a page fault. So count the page fault here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so with the frame size 3 we have received 9 page fault. With the frame size 4 we have received 10 page fault. Okay, so the page fault increases from 9 to 10 as we increase the frame size. So this situation is called B-Ladies anomaly. So here in this class we have discussed about why you need to go for page replacement algorithm, what are the types of page replacement algorithms we have, and what is P4 page replacement algorithm. Okay, so P4 page replacement algorithm is a first in first out algorithm. So the page which comes first inside the main memory is replaced first. The advantages is it is easy to understand and it is easy to program. The disadvantages, performance is not always good. It suffers from B-Ladies anomaly. So we have taken an example and we have seen what is B-Ladies anomaly, okay, with the help of this example. So the page fault increases from 9 to 10 if we increase the main memory size, frame size from 3 to 4. Okay, so if the page fault increases, so this unexpected situation is called Beal-Davis anomaly. So hope you understood P4 page replacement algorithm. We have given another example also to solve P4 replacement algorithm. Thank you. Work with that remaining examples we see in the next class. Thank you, students.